Manawa Hope Loa on 2 past midnight.
We need to try to keep him alive.
His torn intestines, there's no fucking hospital we can take him to, man.
I understand it looks bleak, and he probably isn't going to make it.
He's going into sepsis, man.
Still got that pistol on you, Chris?
So that's what everyone's doing on the second shift is eating bear?
Yes.
Bear.
Eating the bear's meat will also give 1 rad per ration.
Every sword has more than one edge.
Come on, man, you've got to pull yourself together. You got to cling on to what's good.
It just keeps getting worse. When's it supposed to get better, man?
Probably about 3/4 of the prisoners that are with you guys all have radiation poisoning, actual radiation sickness at this point. This is like as you guys are heading into evening, you guys had your meal, you guys had cooked up the bear, yada, yada, yada. Everyone was resting, kind of taking a break because you've been up all night. But then everyone starts getting sick, throwing up. The rest of you did okay with your stamina roll, so you're not feeling that. And probably about 1/4 of the, so like maybe 3 or 4 of them, of the other prisoners aren't, thrown up all over the place. And, doubled over with abdominal pain and shit like that. What do you guys do?
Is there anything we can do medically wise for them?
Well, I mean, it's kind of time at the point. Normally with radiation exposure, you would be able to like rinse it off. Problem is this was ingested.
Ingested, yeah. I just didn't know if any of them went catatonic like dude did, and if we needed to talk them off the ledge.
No. He went catatonic for other reasons.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the rest of them, that's not related to the disease specifically. You know what I mean? That was his own.
Oh, that's right. His was stress in general.
His was stress related. So a few moments go by of Jacob freaking out. He's kind of like catatonic. Emmett tried to talk to him, went over there and, even went so far as to push a roll with him. And still, and I think he ended up taking a point of stress from that. So what are you guys doing? What do you guys want to do?
What state is Jacob in right now?
Laying there. I don't know, Jeremy, you tell me. Incapacitated by stress.
He's kind of got his pack and he's curled up around it. He's like hugging it like a pillow or a teddy bear. He's just kind of in the fetal position, curled up around his pack, and he's just kind of sobbing and kind of rocking a little bit.
From a mechanical perspective, since someone has already tried to use command to bring him out of it, I don't think they can do it again. I don't think anybody can do it again. Let me double check.
Is that forever? Or is that just per shift?
Until you're incapacitated again by stress. So for now, basically, because being incapacitated by stress only lasts for what's called a stretch. So there's 3 basic increments of time in the game by the rules. There's a round, which is 5 to 10 seconds. There's a stretch, which is 5 to 10 minutes, and then there's a shift, which is 5 to 10 hours. So it's a stretch. So in about 5 or 10 minutes, he'll kind of come to, from a mechanical perspective.
Have we ascertained that this is radiation sickness?
I think Jacob did, and that was when he freaked the
That's
fuck
right.
out. And I don't know if he told anybody. So the rest of you could try to make a medical roll if you want to try to diagnose it.
When Jacob freaked out, he told Emmett, and Emmett was like, we got a full belly, and Jacob was like, that's what's killing us. So whether or not Emmett put that together or not.
Cole did not put anything together.
I imagine the other 3 of you were there, Emmett and Cole and Murph. What are you guys talking about?
All right, guys, it looks like all those rations are no good, possibly, so we definitely need to sleep. A lot of us are I mean, I've got injuries. I got to try to rest off a little bit here, guys. We're still running low on food, but we got to get some sleep, so we got to come up with a plan here.
It's amazing. The Lord giveth and taketh away. We finally get food, and it's tainted. Awesome. Will water help Jacob? Or is this something that just has to pass through his system?
I mean, like I said, from a mechanical perspective, that'd be the closest I would say. Like, if you double up on rations, I might count that as like water rations. I might count that as the same as rinsing. From a medical perspective, I don't know if that matters, but you know, you're trying to flush it out of the system, basically. So, I don't know. Maybe.
Is there any way that we could just I know the shift prior I did making camp, then we cooked the bear. Would I be able to make camp again now that we're into a third shift? Because I know I do believe that the camp that we set up was terrible.
Yeah, but that was only the mishap is what happened from that, and that was the food spoiling. So I'm not gonna.
I was gonna say it was bad. It was a bad camp in the fact that it got attacked by a bear, but that's already over.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna.
No. The bad camp was the rations that we lost due to insects.
Yes, exactly. So I'm fine with it still being the same camp and not making you re-roll for another mishap. That seems excessive at that point. So I think you're good.
Okay, well then I think the best thing we could do is bed down and try and let Jacob just kind of sleep this one off. We got a lot of sick guys here, but if it is radiation, it should wear off over time.
Hopefully. Or he wakes up glowing.
We'll let them sleep, and Murph and myself will take first watch into the evening, and then we'll sleep the night, hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be great, because I'm still got 3 damage from getting bit by dogs.
Man, I feel like I just got voluntold for watch.
Well, okay, Cole has a bigger reason for pulling you with him as well, because you were the one with the barter skill as well, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I was going to see if we could trade with any of these people here, because we've got the 4 extra 74s, and I was trying to find myself a flak jacket and a pistol.
That's a good idea. Also, we need to see if... I know we got a map from your CIA guy, but see if we can get any information, because they ransacked the headquarters beforehand. So see if we can get any other information or maps or anything like that from them. So that could be worth bartering as well.
Yeah, so in the evening while we're keeping watch, we're also trying to see about making some trades, see if they've got some excess items that they picked up that they'd be willing to swap for some of these 74s we've got. And also trying to get some information on where we picked up my CIA friend and if he had any other information or if they got to talk to him for any amount of time before he died.
Okay. As you guys are walking around, you do notice that one of the Polish prisoners is sitting over by Jacob. This young woman, probably in her like mid-20s or so, you would guess. And she's helping give him water, and she's like rubbing his hair. And she starts singing a song to him, like you can just kind of faintly hear it. The words that she's singing are basically, under the arc of weather-stained boards, ancient goblins and warlords come out of the ground, not making a sound. The smell of death is all around. And she's singing it in like really good English, right? Like for someone who's Polish, right? Like it's like, wow. Like, I mean, there's still a little bit of an accent, but it's in English. And as she's singing it, Jacob kind of recognizes the song. And you see him start to kind of come to. It's been about 10 minutes after he's a little freak out. Jacob?
Mechanically, do I lose a point of stress?
No.
Okay.
No, mechanically, I need you to roll a d10.
Just a flat D10?
Yep.
Is that for the radiation?
No.
Fuck.
For that chart I sent you before. So he's come to, but he's got this tremble still. Like his hands are just have like a tremble to him. Like, this is his shooting hand, Blazing Saddle style, but not quite so exaggerated. Basically, Jeremy, it's the mental disorder now.
Yeah.
It's a nervous tremble. So.
Well, that tracks. He's a nervous dude.
Yeah, but now it's actually like a -1 for ranged combat and driving. So, if that matters.
Like, it's cool, man. I don't really want to do any of that shit anyways.
Right? But yeah, so you guys see him kind of come out of that.
Aren't we doing our watch and talking to the people?
Well, I mean, it's either you're doing watch or you're talking to people.
There's 35 people here. We're going to walk and talk.
I mean, most of them are sick. It's 15 people that were left after all that was said and done. You guys left. There was only like 15 that are with you right now. And out of that 15, you got like 4 that are not thrown up all over the place. One of which is kind of sitting there with Jacob and talking with him about the Ramones.
Yeah, I'll keep watch for the most part, and I've kind of given Murph a little bit of a, hey, let's see if we can barter or find some information kind of thing, but I'm primarily keeping an eye on the camp.
Okay, so you're keeping watch or Murphy's keeping watch?
I'm keeping watch. Murph is bartering / conversing.
So you're looking for people that speak English then?
Yeah, specifically, I think I should talk to her.
Oh yeah, he would, because he doesn't speak another language. I have Russian on my side.
No, you're able to find, other than that young woman, there's another older gentleman who also speaks English.
Okay.
His name is Dominique. Her name is Melina.
Weird. We had a foreign exchange student at Northwestern named Melina.
I just did a random Polish name generator.
I didn't know Dominique was Polish.
Dominic with a K at the end.
Interesting. All right, so I will talk to Dominic.
All right, so what do you want to ask him?
First, ask him how his people are doing. How long they were prisoners.
Well, they came and took us from village, as we'd said before, to as working party, basically forced labor, if you will, and so we'd only really been there for 1 day, perhaps, but there was a couple days march from our village.
When you guys searched the command post, were you able to locate any maps, information, anything that we may be able to use to find other American units?
I mean, most of the Americans we know of are further west, except for we've heard stories of tanks in north and west of Lublin, so further south than Paju. But over in that general vicinity, I believe that is the closest we've seen Americans coming over this way, except for a few stragglers here and there and deserters, perhaps.
Besides our friend that didn't make it, were there any other Americans in the camp?
No more Americans in the camp, and he was the only American I knew of in the village. He'd shown up, and we assumed he was a deserter.
Were you guys fixed for weapons and food?
Well, we have few rations we were able to scrounge from the headquarters, probably 1 or 2 days per person, and then that's about it. And the weapons, I think, yeah, as far as weapons go, I think they have, maybe total of all of them that are left, most of them have AKs, except for like 4 of them. So they have like 11 of them, because that was all that wasn't blown to shit too. That was left in the camp, and each of them has like maybe a magazine left.
Okay, I ask them if they have any flak jackets.
No, the Soviets usually do not issue flak jackets to their people, to their soldiers. That is more of an American thing to have soldiers survive first wave of combat.
Cultural priorities, I guess.
Yes. Which is also why, first wave of soldiers often weren't necessarily volunteers.
Prisoners, right?
Or, draftees from other satellite states.
Same thing. What about a map?
No, if there was a map, I assume it would have been in the tank, but it was everything in there was blown up. The explosion was more because the ammo even inside exploded. A lot of that is what took out half of my people as well.
I mean, without that aircraft, though, none of us are probably having this conversation.
Maybe, but without that aircraft, the rest of my people would be alive.
Well, you'd be in a work camp, but I understand.
And congratulations, you killed half of population to save some. Good job. I don't know why you want medal for this.
I don't want anything, sir.
I mean, we appreciate your help, but, my village is very small. Like, there's not very many people in my village. It's a small town. And all of those people, one of my cousins was one of the people that are still there that we buried in whole. So yes, congratulations, 8 to 10 killed a tank. Good job. Friends and family dead. I don't know why even they target one little tank. That is the question you should be asking.
I think I have a pretty good idea on that one.
Fly in, some plane from nowhere. No one sees plane for a long time. All of a sudden, dropped right in.
Oh, so that's a rarity. The aircraft taking out.
I have
tanks.
not seen aircraft in a while. Next thing you know, 20 innocent people dead. So, good job, America. Congratulations, you win. Here's your trophy.
Okay, well, sir, I am obviously sorry for your loss and your people. I mean, I was hoping not being captured would be a good thing.
Well, it is a good thing, but it's also, it's harder to look at it being a good thing when it was such terrible loss to cause good thing, Alright, so we cut over to Jacob, and you're hanging out there with Melina. How are you doing? You're still vomiting. Like, you feel nauseous and shit, so you feel sick. But, like, you're not out of it.
Like, I love the Ramones, man. Like, I mean, have you heard of Bad Brains? Like, dude, they're like some of my favorite.
Yes, I have heard of Bad Brains.
You guys are... No, you telling me that shit made it to Poland, man?
Yes,
That's...
in 80s, lots of punk made it to Poland.
Dude, that's so fucking
We
cool.
we had a really, really thriving punk scene in Warsaw, actually, and in Krakow.
No way.
Yes.
Dude, that's fucking killer.
A lot of Americans assume that this music did not make it here, that it was banned by the Soviets, but it still made it here. They would limit what you could import, but people would just bootleg and bring in.
Well, yeah, because, like, fuck them, man. Like, tell me what I can listen to. Fuck off. Like, I'm a person. I'll do what I want, man. Like, yeah, fucking rad, man.
Yeah, she actually tells you that at first in early 90s, I had was a foreign exchange student, and I got to go to New York because in this timeline, the history, like, Poland did kind of split off from the Soviet Union for a bit, and then so, like, there was a point in time when Poland was like, Oh, okay, like how it was in the 90s. And then it...
Right. Got swallowed back up.
Yeah, so she actually was a foreign exchange student and got to go to New York, and that was kind of her exposure to a lot more like Western culture at that point.
Dude, that's fucking cool. I've never been to New York, man. Like I think I went to Pittsburgh like a couple times, but it, I didn't really get too far from like Cincinnati.
Is Pittsburgh is that in California?
California? No, man, it's rainy as fuck in Pittsburgh, man. It's like Western PA. Do you know like Pennsylvania?
Is that near California?
No, it's like if you travel like 6 hours on a train, or is it 8? I think it's like 8. From like New York, you go west, you'll hit Pittsburgh. Like California's like fucking 12 more days, man.
So she sits there and she's talking to Jacob about this stuff. And she's playing up the whole like stereotypical that, it's either New York or in California thing.
Nice.
All right, so Cole, you were keeping watch. The rest of you are doing sleeping. Jacob, you're going to end up sleeping, so you fall asleep eventually.
Oh, yeah, he like passes out in her lap. Totally.
Jacob, you're supposed to do the how you doing?
Like, that's the thing fucking dirtbags do, man. Like, I'm not doing that.
Guilty as charged.
All right, so all of a sudden it starts raining. That's what that
fucking course it does.
That's what that D6 was I rolled earlier.
I saw
it.
I saw the one. I saw the one. And I thought, son of a bitch, the rain's gonna come.
Then it starts raining. So fortunately you guys have fires and stuff already built, so you'll be all right in a camp. So won't have to worry too much about hypothermia. But yeah, it's just started pissing on you guys. All right, so it's raining. Start going into evening. So the whole way through the evening, it pretty much is raining, and then it eventually clears up, and it's cloudy again at night. What are you guys gonna do in the night shift? Someone gonna work on their night moves? Are you gonna sleep 2 shifts, Jeremy?
Yeah, man, fuck it. I don't care.
Okay.
I need to get some sleep.
Okay.
Emmett, how are you stress, rest-wise, all of that? Can you take a watch, or do you want me to take it?
Emmett, you should heal 1 stress and 1 hit point.
Okay, I get 1 and 1 back.
Yep. Same with you, Jeremy.
Okay.
All right, then, yeah, I can take watch.
He doesn't lose a rad yet, though, right?
No, not yet. We'll deal with that tomorrow.
Gross.
Emmett, if you're good, I'll sleep, but if not, I can do another watch.
No, I'm good. I got a night's sleep in, so I can take a watch.
Murph and Olaf are going to curl up near the fire.
Okay. So you and Olaf curl up near the fire. Emmett, what's your recon?
Nothing in a D. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
And this is when we all die.
All right, so it's cloudy. Emmett, you're sitting there. Most of the Polish former prisoners that were there are, resting or sick, or a couple of them earlier were taking care of some. Now there's like one of them that's still up, kind of like keeping an eye on it. Because as much as you don't trust them, they don't really necessarily trust you. So there's one of them just standing there looking at you. You're looking at him. You guys look away. He looks back at you. You look at him. Just kind of like keeping an eye on him. And he's keeping an eye on you.
Hungry eyes.
I feel the magic between you and I.
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
singing. Every move you make.
Ah.
Every step you take.
Such a creepy song when you look at the lyrics.
Totally agree with song. In the distance, while you guys are on watch, you're on watch for a little while, and then about hold on. Yeah, it's about 4 hours into it. You hear, all of a sudden in the distance, you hear this explosion. But it's like a ways away, like maybe a kilometer off down the road. Another dude kind of jerks and looks in that direction too and looks back at you. He's got his rifle up now. Should we do something?
Do we see anything? Do we actually see light from an explosion or anything being that kind of time of night, or?
Yeah, I mean, so it was down the road a ways, and like if you look over, kind of go into like look down the road, you can see like it's about a kilometer down. You can see, I mean, it's some kind of vehicle. You would assume it looks like, and it's on fire down the road. Just because of how open it is around here.
And we're 4 hours into a 6-hour shift?
Yeah. Alright, so what are you doing, Emmett? Are you guys going to do anything about it? He's like, should we do something? Or, and you guys are standing there like, kind of looking down the road, like I said.
I don't know. You going to do something about it?
I don't know.
Is there like a... In that direction, is there like...
Wait.
What do you see?
Wait, do you hear that? Do you hear that? Get back. And like he starts like motioning you like to jump back into like the brush, dive for cover. You guys jump back behind some cover real quick. A couple vehicles go rolling by you. Like coming from the other direction towards the explosion.
Were we able to identify those vehicles, or just kind of noise and outline?
No, as they went by, they looked like civilian trucks. And it looks like they have like machine guns mounted on the back of them. Like that's about what you're able to see, but they don't look like military trucks. They look like pickup trucks that somebody like jerry-rigged a, machine gun mount into the bed of the truck so that someone could stand at the back and shoot from it. And they go driving towards the explosion. That's about 5-10 minutes after you heard the initial explosion.
I say we just hunker down and try and keep quiet. There ain't nobody here that's ready for a fight right now.
As you're laying there, you and this other guy who I have not given a name to yet. His name is not Dominic, the other guy. His name is
Jiminy Cricket.
Oscar. His name's Oscar.
Man, where are the Vasilis and Vladimirs and...
That's Russian, man. This dude's Polish.
Yeah, they have similar names.
Yeah, racist.
Peter. Okay, Chris shuts up.
So what's Oscar doing?
No, yeah, so Oscar, you guys are laying there and like watching it. As you do, you can like see that these trucks pulled up around that explosion. You can see, all of a sudden you see gunfire go off, like from one of the machine guns. And it kind of stops.
From one of the mounted guns?
Mm-hmm. On the back of the truck. And then you hear just like the sound of like a pistol. It's like pah, pah. There's about 30 seconds, like 20 to 30 seconds in between each shot. Happens. Then you hear that about 6-7 times. Probably about 6. After about half hour or so, see the headlights from the trucks go and turn around and come back your way. They drive by the camp. Because you guys are all, like I said, tucked in behind a thing. And their perception was shit. And they didn't notice you guys. And they drive back the other way. Not perception. I'm sorry. Recon. their recon was crap, so they didn't notice you guys, and they drive on past, back from where they came. That's about it.
Well, Oscar, you didn't believe in the Lord before today. You just witnessed him right there. Those guys would have chewed right through us without a problem.
Yeah, because you noticed that it was, as it go by, it would have been like a guy driving the truck, another guy in the passenger seat, and 2 people in the back of each one of the 2 trucks. So about 8 total. Actually, American, I am religious. Very Catholic. Very Catholic.
Well, that's awesome, because you just witnessed divine intervention.
And he starts saying something in Polish. And doing like the sign of the cross thing. So do we go back to camp then?
Yeah, we'll keep watch for now. When everybody gets up in the morning, maybe we can go check out what happened over there once it's a little easier to see and we got a little bit more reinforcements.
Sounds good. Should I, perhaps one of us stay here near the road to keep an eye on the road?
Yeah, I'll stay here. And keep watch over what's going on here by the road.
Okay. I will keep watch on the camp. And he goes back over towards the camp.
Before he takes off, I'll look at him and be like, hey.
Yes.
I don't know you. You don't know me.
I'm Oscar.
But we both know Jesus. So.
And the Mother Mary.
Don't let anything funny happen to my people.
Nothing funny. Do not worry. My name is Oscar.
Oh, Oscar.
No, Oscar.
I appreciate you. Volscar?
Oscar.
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 It's kind of like this thing over here on my arm. That's an old scar.
No, Oscar. Oscar.
Oscar.
Yes, Oscar. Like
Okay.
Oscar the Grouch. Oscar.
Oscar. Good gravy, man. Bro, I can't. I'm trying, you know?
So he goes back over to the camp.
Oh my god.
He kind of
Like,
chuckled.
oh my god.
And he goes back over to the camp. All right. So the rest of the shift is pretty uneventful. Sun starts to come up.
Well, as the sun comes up,
Yeah.
Emmett, as the
sun comes up, somebody roll a d6 for me. Actually, Emmett, you're the one awake, so roll a d6.
Emmett is rolling a d6. 5.
Still cloudy. Still fucking cloudy.
It turns to hail.
It's already been hail this whole time.
But
As the sun comes up, he's just kind of sitting there in the brush, still watching the road. But he just kind of is just talking to himself, and he starts to say Psalms 144 to himself. Blessed be the Lord my rock, who trains my hands for war and my fingers for battle. He is my steadfast love and my fortress, my stronghold and my deliverer, my shield. He is whom I take refuge, who subdues people under me. Just thanking the Lord for another day and the convoy passing by and the fact that Jacob is no longer catatonic. Things are looking up.
All right. So the rest of you guys start waking up. What are you guys going to do? Emmett comes walking back into the camp. You guys are probably heating up some breakfast of some sort.
I gather around everybody and do we need to rest anymore? Or does everybody feel adept and well enough to start moving out again?
Well, I would definitely not recommend hanging out here for too long.
Yeah. I don't really feel like waiting for another bear.
We truly got lucky last evening. Last night we actually had a convoy of civilian trucks go by with machine guns, heavily loaded. There is actually an explosion and an attack about a half mile out. But we were bed down pretty well. They didn't see us. There might be something out there worth going and taking a look at. But I didn't sound the alarms because getting everybody up would have just made us a huge target.
Well, like, these people are cool, man. What if those people were, like, on our side, man? Like, what if the truck that they fucked up was, like, fucking Russians and, like, assholes, man?
Well, Jacob, I appreciate that, but I really felt like it was a 50-50 shot and we had been rolling snake eyes quite a bit.
No, dude, I get that. Not like, yeah, because like, how many trucks was it, man?
2, fully loaded. So about 8 guys with mounted machine guns.
Oh, dude, that seems like a lot.
Yeah, and I wasn't playing big bucks, no whammy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, I totally get it.
I just let them coast.
Ref, the refugees, are they like demographic age-wise? Are they like?
They mostly picked people for the work detail that were able-bodied and younger-ish. So, for the most part, you're looking at people that are like 40, like young, like 40s at the oldest. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But like probably not kids.
Okay, so somewhere between like 15 and 40.
Yeah, that's what you're looking at.
Okay, I'm just curious. Dude, I totally get it, because like, we would not have been able to take them all on. And like half of us were asleep, man. So it was probably a good call. But
well, and everybody who was asleep had basically passed out sick as a dog.
yeah, dude, you guys got rid of that.
Yeah, and you're still pretty sick, Jacob. So.
Y'all got rid of that bear meat, right, man? Because that shit was fucking, it was bad, man. Like, that's like fucking Duke Nukem bad, man. Like, this is no bueno.
Murph strolls, gets his pack loaded and everything, and it's like, I feel good today. Nothing gets the blood flowing like a firefight, and then a nice good sleep. I feel great.
Dude, like, you know you're a sociopath, right, man?
You know I'm a sniper, right?
That's what I said, right?
You literally just, like, shot a guy yesterday.
Get used to it. There's going to be a little bit more of that before there's a little bit less of that. Do we think it's worth looking at the exploded vehicle on the road, see if we can salvage anything from that before we head on out?
Yeah, I'd say now in the daytime would be the best chance to go look at it.
Is that what you guys want to do? Go check out the vehicle?
Absolutely.
Yep, let's go check her out.
All right, who all's going?
All 4 of us.
I'll take point.
Yeah, Jacob will go.
Okay.
Hey, GM, I want to stroll out about a good, 50 yards in front of everybody and look through the scope of the sniper rifle and see what I can see around the burnt-out truck.
Well, I mean, you guys were in like one of the few patches of trees at this point, kind of hiding in, an area. The rest of it's pretty open terrain, which is why they were able to see it. You know what I mean? Like where when the explosion happened, why they were able to see the fire and everything, because it's out in the middle of an open area on the road.
Okay, from the tree line then can...
I get that. I was just letting you know that, like, yeah, you scan around and it's pretty open. You don't really see anything other than like a burned up, exploded husk of a vehicle that's like on its side, basically.
Any dead combatants?
You see some bodies sitting around it. And it's not really on fire anymore at this point. The fire's kind of gone out. Yeah, it looks like a Soviet Jeep, actually. Like their version of a Jeep. The UAZ 469.
I'm just going to trot out to the Jeep. I tell these guys I'll wave you in if it's clear.
So you're going to go click out?
I mean, they can see me from that far, can't they?
Sure.
Fuck it. Let's just all go.
No, you can go by yourself if you want, man.
We got binos. We can keep an eye on you. You want to leave that long gun with us?
Actually not the worst idea. Yeah, I take the sniper rifle off my shoulder and hand it to you guys. Whichever one thinks she knows how to shoot that. Cover me if I take incoming. And then I'll trot out to the truck with the AK-74 in my hands.
Okay. All right, so who's got the sniper rifle?
$20 says it's not Jacob.
Jacob.
Dude, like, I'll take it, dude. This thing's fucking cool, man. I don't know if I'm gonna shoot anybody with it, but it's fucking cool, man.
Is it just a ranged combat or is it heavy? Well, either way.
Nah, it's just range combat.
All right, I'll take it.
Okay. That was kind of who I assumed would probably take it. Alright, so,
But just for fun, he pretends to hand it to Jacob, and then I grab it at the last second.
alright, so
Oh man.
the smart way to do this, by the way, if you guys want to know, would be have Cole on the sniper rifle, someone else looking through the binos, spot, so you guys can actually get a good view with, some decent magnification. That'd be the way to do it.
Emmett, how's your recon?
I don't have a recon. I got an
0 and a D.
Yeah, 0 and a D. So feel free to play with the binoculars, Jacob.
Jacob's on it. Like, dude, I can handle the binos. Like, I'll point them out to you, man. Got it covered.
You guys just made me miss my spotter.
And then I will, I'll get on the machine gun.
Yeah, because it's only 1,000 meters. You can totally... Oh, what's the range on that? It's,
I'm not protecting him. I'm protecting us.
No, yeah, I got you. I don't even think you could hit it at 1,000 meters with that. I mean, you could get rounds in the vicinity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could let everybody know where the heck we are. Hey, we're over here. Come this way.
Aoog, aoog.
Just shoot up a flare, man.
More people over here to shoot. Come kill us too.
We're using all our bullets on nothing. Come kill us.
Bullets just dropped at their feet. Bing, 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 bing. All right, so roll me a recon roll then. Both Jacob and Murphy.
Oh, you don't want to secret them, or are they? Can I push that?
Here's the thing: you guys are like actively like looking. You know what I mean? You're not just patrolling and like generally observing. You're like actively like looking.
Okay.
Do you want one from me too?
Can I use the infiltrator skill with this or no?
You're gonna, you know what, Jeremy, you're probably right. They probably should be secret, or not secret, but like non-pushable rolls. But I'll let you roll your passive roll, and that's fine. Chris, you're gonna need to do 2 rolls. One's gonna be your recon roll to like if you're trying to be sneaky, and the other one's like looking around. But really, you're there looking around, so
Okay,
you can
so
push it, and you can roll a sneaky infiltrator roll. And I'm fine with that.
So it'll be an A and a B because I've got a B intelligence, B recon.
I got a 2 and a 5.
Okay.
So, nothing.
You don't even see Murphy.
Like, dude, I saw a bird and it was like flying, and I was like, man, what kind of bird is that? Let me look a little closer.
Murph got an 11 and a 4.
You got him zoomed in too far, young blood.
Like,
Is that a European swallow?
Dude, I thought it was like, is that a... Dude, I thought it was a roadrunner.
Hold on. What kind of birds do they have in Poland? Got to Google this real quick. Polish.
Like fucking meat,
Poland
man.
birds. I just want to find one. You see, Jeremy, a common wood pigeon. That's what it's called. That's what you see. Shit. Okay, hold on. Oh my god. All right,
Please roll
Murphy.
for wildlife.
I
I seriously Googled birds, Poland, and then it was like a list of them, like pictures, and I was just like rolled. And I was like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Common wood pigeon.
but like I don't. It looks like a regular pigeon, man. But I guess it's common wood.
Yeah, I don't know if you know the difference. But that's what it is. Murphy. All right, so you're sneaking along. Jacob has no idea where you are. You start getting close, and like I said, you recognize that it's a Soviet-made Jeep. You see a pigeon fly by. It's a common wood pigeon. As you get closer to the as you get closer, hold on. As you get closer to the wreckage, like I said, it's sitting on its side, and it looks like it's been all burned up and shit. Your combat engineer shit's enough to tell you that like this was an IED of some sort that was set basically to like blow this. And as you get up closer, start coming up, you notice that the people that were in the Jeep are, like I said, Soviets. Like you can tell by the uniforms. One of them looks like he's been riddled with machine gun fire. And then you can see that there were 4 bodies here. One of them looks like I said, he was riddled with machine gun fire. The other looked like he was hit by, the rest of them looked like they were probably injured enough to be potentially killed in the explosion. They all have like they were shot in the head as well. That's what you see. And then all their gear and shit looks like it was taken. Hey, what's your recon, Chris? Your normal recon?
B and a B.
Okay. Give me one
Yeah,
second.
that was my next question. Seeing if there's any weapons or ammo.
No, like I said, it looks like all their shit was taken. Like they're in uniforms. That's about it. Like helmets were taken. It looks like they're whatever kind of harness the Soviets use for like ammo, like for their magazines, whatever they had on them, like that, taken off of them. Basically, their utility belts would have been taken. Looks like they just got cleaned out, whatever it was. Like everything of use other than their shoes, their clothing was just like stripped off of them.
Thing that makes me wonder, and I guess I'll have to ask Emmett when I get back to them, is if this was Russian on Russian, like survival. They got hit by an IED. That could have been us or NATO on.
There's nothing we can scrounge from the derelict vehicle either.
I mean, you think maybe there might be parts here that you'd be able to get? Like, but that'd be about it. You know what I mean? Like, because there's actually a thing for that. Like, spare parts, essentially. And there's, like, to do certain things or make certain things, you would need so many units of spare parts. I just want to get to a section where I can explain that weird, cool rule. Pigeon flies by. Sure. Yeah, go ahead and roll a recon for me, Chris. We'll do that. I'll just let you roll on the scrounging table to see if they had anything. So, roll recon. Or survival. It's survival for scrounging, right, Jeremy?
Yeah, survival's for
Survival.
But, so B and a D. 7 and a 3.
Alright, so that is 1 success. Roll D100.
58.
58.
58. So you noticed that on this Jeep, for some reason, there was some sort of loudspeaker that was basically destroyed in the explosion. But you're pretty sure that from it you'd be able to get like one general and one electronic spare part. And that's literally a mechanical thing. Because like for certain things you would need general spare parts and electronic spare parts for.
That's really cool.
Yup. And there's also weapon spare parts. Not in this, I'm just saying, mechanically in the game. There's basically general, vehicle, electronic, weapon are your basic categories. But yeah, so you find one general and one electronic spare part. So it's like there's some part of this loudspeaker that you're like, oh, this is a, who's a what's it that you could use to Jimmy Jam the Joby Joe.
Magnets.
Yeah, sure. Well, who even knows how they work, man?
Jesus Christ.
Hey, we could potentially make our own IEDs, correct?
Potentially, yeah. That would probably require weapon ones to do IEDs.
I have a modifier for that.
Alright, so I'll scrounge what I can and then head back to those guys. Or jump up and down with my arms waving trying to get them to come.
Like nobody saw you, dude. I was looking at a pigeon, man.
I give up. Like, these motherfuckers.
Jacob, what the heck is he doing out there?
Is Murph in the direction we're walking? Or that we're heading anyways?
Yeah, this was to the south, yeah.
Then we'll head that way.
Okay. Alright, so you start walking towards him. Jacob? Emmett?
Oh yeah, he'll go.
Okay. So you guys start walking back, towards each other, because I'm assuming you're walking back towards them, Murphy? Is that what's going on?
Or you just waved us down.
What were you doing? Because they're walking down towards you. What are you doing?
I just, wave them over, not hurriedly or anything. Just yeah, come on, it's fine.
All right, so they start heading down that way. You guys get about halfway there, and somewhat in the distance, down the road a little ways, you guys hear the sound of another vehicle coming up north. But it's coming up towards you guys.
Okay, I'm going to take cover behind the burnt out vehicle.
Okay.
Is there anywhere for us to take cover?
I mean, you could dive in along the side of the road if you want to, but not only do you hear the vehicle, you also see the vehicle.
Okay, what do we see?
You see a Humvee coming up the road.
How far away from me are them? Or our guys?
Well, they're about halfway to you, so they're about 500 meters. And the Humvee, at this point, when you hear and see it, is... Hold on, give me 1 second. By the time you actually see it and hear it coming around the bend down from you a little ways, it's about 280 meters away from you, Chris.
Okay. Are they close enough where they can see hand movements and stuff, or that's still probably a quarter
From
mile?
you, 500 meters? No, you can see hand movements at 500 meters. Depends on how big they are. Are you doing secret you're doing sign language, or are you doing the secret hand wave from Team America World Police?
I'm doing the wave down, get down, and then...
Oh yeah, they could totally see that. Wait, you're not doing the Team America World Police one, where you're just waving your arms in the air?
No, I'm
No?
What's the signal?
Good.
just waving my hands down, get down, and
Okay.
mimic putting a rocket launcher on my shoulder, telling them to get the fucking AT-4 out.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what are you guys doing? The rest of you guys then.
I'm not close enough to use a rocket launcher, am I?
500 meters? What's the range on that AT-4? I'm going to say probably not. I don't
5.
think. 5 hexes? That's the first range increment, so it'd be 4 times that. No.
So 200.
Yeah, about 200 meters. So no, you're not within range.
Yeah, so we're kind of just getting down and taking a position, but we're too far away to do anything.
That 50 cal you got will punch a hole in an engine block, though.
It will. So you guys just dropping to the ground in the road, or are you dropping to the ground like off to the side of the road? Like, what are you doing?
I'd say we're off the road into a little bit of cover.
Right. Okay. All right, so Chris, you're ducked behind this burnt Jeep. It smells terrible because these bodies were burning.
Is the Jeep still on fire?
No, it went out a while ago. That Humvee comes pulling up. You hear it stop on the other side of the Jeep.